YouTube, what's happening? Big Felon checking in. Y'all already know the channel. And today, we're going to be talking about the state of Alaska. But before we get to Alaska, let me tell y'all about these two new publications I got. So, I got two new books out. I got here, The Complete Guide, which has every single state in detail. Whatever you may need, whether it's a pardon or petition, every single state, as well as I now have every single state, the complete guide in an ebook. For those of y'all who would like this information, but don't want to wait for shipping, I know shipping does take a while. I apologize for the publisher that I use, but for those of y'all who don't want to wait on shipping, come get this ebook, man. It'll get you right. All states. Now, let's talk about Alaska, man. What y'all got to do? Alaska gun relief process. Alaska, firearm. A person with a felony conviction or juvenile equivalent may not possess a concealable weapon for 10 years. Following discharge, privileges are lost permanently if offense is one against the person. And there's your case code. So, pay attention to this right here. During the period of disability, a convicted person may not live in a building where a concealable firearms are kept without permission from an officer or a judge. You know what I'm saying? So that means they don't care if it's your mama, if it's your cousin, if it's your uncle, or if it's a pillar member of the community. If they have concealable weapons in their house, by law, you cannot live on those premises without consent from court or for law enforcement. And here's that case code to support that. Once the 10-year period has expired, a person with a state offense is relieved of federal firearms bar, since all civil rights has restored. Did y'all hear that? So for the individuals who keep saying there's no federal relief, even though I presented, the channel, the platform with the DC and federal offenders process, the way to go about it, here it is, plain as day. In Alaska, it says you will be relieved of the federal firearms bar if you get this state pardon accomplished. So don't believe the naysayers. And it says a person may not apply for a pardon unless he or she has been found eligible to apply by the parole board staff. And so that's why I gave y'all this contact information here. Y'all need to contact them and see if y'all are eligible to apply. All individuals who have submitted applications, eligibility forms, Alaska board, since y'all can read that on y'all time. I'm trying to get to the meat and bones for y'all because I don't want this video so long. Mandatory requirements. The Clemency Application must contain the following to be considered: a complete application form, and you got to write in blue or black ink. It must be signed and dated to be considered completed. You need number 3, a waiver and authorization release form that must be signed and dated to be considered completed. To me, 4, the optional requirements are the most important, and I'll explain why. So it's saying that they need proof of payment of restitutions, court fines, and other outstanding fees as optional. Now, in my opinion, why it's not optional and why it's mandatory, because every person who've utilized the process that I've suggested to get their gun rights restored, they've all been asked by the judge or the parole board have their fines and restitutions been paid. And I've only had one instance here in Virginia where an individual didn't finish paying his fines and restitution, and they didn't deny him, but they continued his case out for 6 months before he got back in front of the judge. And when he went back, he had his fines paid, and they gave him his gun rights back. So they saying it's optional, but to me, it's indispensable. Now, the next one. Court documentation for the conviction for which the applicant is requesting clemency. Arrest reports of the conviction for which the applicant is requesting clemency. I believe that that's absolutely necessary too. It's indispensable because when you fill out these pardon packets or file these petitions, they don't want your opinion. You can't say, "Oh, I had an assault." They want to know the case code to the assault charge. They want to know the time, the date. They want to know the disposition of the charge. They want to know, how long you were sentenced. Did you take a plea? They want to know all these things, and you can't just come off the top of your head with that. Get that criminal background. Get that sentencing report from the clerk office or from the police headquarters so that you can have proof of this information. And then, another thing they're saying is optional is educational documentation, vocational training certificates, and college transcripts. Again, that's indispensable because the vocational training, the schooling is showing that you are fortifying yourself. It's showing that you are working to be better every single day. So if you was released in 2010 and since 2010, you done got your welder certificate, you done got your plumbing certificate, you done got your CDL, you done got your real estate license, and you done got your bachelor's degree. All things that can prove that you are being proactive and productive in society. Why would you not put that in your petition or your pardon? Why would that only be optional? You can't prove that you are doing great things without documents when it comes to dealing with these people, these courts. You got to prove it by document. So that's not optional. You need to include that, as well as they say your resume, work history, military history, the volunteer services documentation, as well as your volunteer and community service documentation, because again, in most states, the parole division who you go up in front of for consideration is the Department of Public Safety. So if you're going in front of the Department of Public Safety, why would you not bring them documents of you volunteering with the community or your services? Because that's showing that you aren't a risk with public safety. So, these are things, again, that they're saying is optional, but listen to me. These are things that are absolutely necessary for your success when trying to petition or pardon the state for your gun rights. Now, let's get over to that application and see what that's going to detail. And again, I put the link here for y'all. Y'all know I got y'all. Final clemency application for Alaska. Let's see what we got going. Bada boom, bada bing. State of Alaska Parole. State of Alaska Board of Pardon. And I can't read, y'all. My bad. State of Alaska Board of Parole Executive Clemency Packet. So, in this, y'all can read over this in y'all time, but they're telling you the different types of clemency. They give you the instructions on what you need, the address to send in to, how the process work. But what do I need? I'm looking for the meat and bone. The clemency process for Alaska. Okay, so it's a 4-part process, and they got this chart to show you the phases. You got your application phase, you got your investigation phase, You got your ECAC phase, your Executive Clemency Advisory Committee phase, where they meet to make the decision. You know, they're going to vote on it. Any issues that they find with the findings and submittings, that's where they're going to evaluate that. And then phase 4 is, you know, where the governor checks for conflicts of interest and he make his decision. So this chart right here is a great explanation of how they handle their process. You got your guidelines. To apply for clemency, all applicants must have been convicted of a crime under Alaska state law, not I can't pronounce that, federal law or law of another state. So, in order to get this clemency, state clemency, your charges have to be state. If they are federal charges, you got to go to the DC and federal offender videos and follow the process for federal offenders. But the relief that you get here with the state conviction relieves you of the federal bar. So, to apply for a pardon, applicants must have been convicted. Same thing I just wrote. Encourages to include, you know, letters of recommendation, proof that they have fully been discharged from incarceration, probation, parole, or 3 years, claiming innocence, miscarriage of justice. And how can you, look, evidence that have paid all restitution of court fines. So proof and evidence is the key word. So like I was telling you beforehand, as far as the optional things, rehabilitation, no, you need proof and evidence. Let's see, let's go down. All right, to the application. So, of course, you know they're gonna want your your demographic information, overview and eligibility, your full name, the date of the application. My guys going from the gun rights, we're gonna check off pardon, then the criminal offense of which you're seeking clemency. And this is where you need those numbers from your summary sheet or your criminal report. I mean, your criminal charge. Your current status, sentence fully completed, other, please explain, click sentence fully completed. Are you applying for clemency for a crime or crimes which you were convicted under Alaska state law? Yes. Have you been denied clemency within the past 3 years? No. Have you previously applied for clemency? Well, 2 and 3. Don't just say no because I just said no. If you've been denied, of course put yes, and if you've previously applied, click yes. Have you exhausted all legal remedies? Are you currently in the process of appealing any convictions for which you are seeking clemency? These are the questions that they're asking. The personal information, social, date of birth, race, address, mailing address, previous addresses, phone numbers, your citizenship, your identification, your marital status. Shoot, they even want your spousal information, your children information, your parents' legal names. What they think you're going to say? Oh, my mama named Joanne, or Miss Bay. They crazy. Criminal history. See, and again, this information that you ain't going to be able to find if you don't got the actual criminal background or the sentencing report. Who remember case numbers? You know what I'm saying? They need all that. All right, describe in your own words the facts and circumstances for the crimes for which you are seeking clemency. Please don't after you've been convicted and did your time, please don't go in here saying that you got convicted for something you ain't do and all that. Please don't do that. Please accept accountability for the things that you have done. I'm telling you, if you've already done your time for your charge and you've been convicted and you're home and it's been 5-6 years, do not do not describe in your words the do not go on here not accepting accountability. You know what I'm saying? Let them know what happened the best way you can, and accept accountability for what's going on. Have you ever validated probation? Adult criminal record, juvenile criminal record. Okay, so this is the first pardon application that I've seen that asked about juvenile history, but there it is. There you go. Your education, post-secondary education, vocational, suspended or expelled from school, GED. Y'all, Alaska, man, y'all asking a whole lot of questions, but hey, it is what it is. Your employment information. Have you ever been fired from a job? Loans and financial obligations. They want to know your credit. Military, mental and physical health, medications, drug and alcohol abuse. So y'all get the gist of it, man. I'm not gonna keep on going down here and just saying. I'm looking for there we go. Describing your words while you're seeking clemency. What you hope to gain if you are granted clemency. Describing your own words why the governor should grant you clemency. So number one, personal statements. Yeah, of course we aiming to get our gun rights back, but don't just say that that's just it. There's a couple reasons why you are seeking clemency. Hint, hint, hint. We are seeking clemency because housing authority keep turning me down when I go to apply for homes because of my criminal conviction. We are seeking executive clemency because my criminal convictions are preventing me from obtaining the job that I am qualified for by skill or training, but the conviction is disqualifying me from getting this position. Hint, hint. We are seeking clemency because I would like to participate in the sport and game of hunting that's been a tradition in my family for 3 generations, for 5 generations. And I would like to possess a treasured part of my great-grandfather's heirloom without being in violation of the law. Hint, hint. And, why the governor should grant you clemency. You got to figure that one out on your own. Signature, authorization to release information. Y'all got it, man. But I ain't gonna hold y'all up too much longer, man. Y'all see everything y'all need here. I'm gonna put the links and everything. All this information is in the book as well, the complete guide. But man, please get to it and please keep me posted along the way on the progress. Until next time, smash that like button, hit that share button, leave me a dope ass comment. Big Felon checking out.